What is up, guys? Rick from DFS On Demand here with the Gups Corner preview for the Masters Quest for the GC Cup. I have made hours and hours of content this week between going on the Pat Mayo experience with Pat and Ben Raza, doing the DFS preview, doing the one and done preview. You should go watch all of this, by the way. I did a lineup building video, which is basically an hour on me making 150 lineups for the Millie Maker and the Magnolia, the $5 Magnolia on DraftKings this week. So there is plenty of content out there on who I like and who I do not like. So I'm not going to waste any more time on that. We'll just literally talk about where we stand in this contest that I love so much. So let's look back at last week. Valero Texas Open. Quite honestly, this was a pretty significant whiff. We finished 114th. We only got 4 of 6 through, and then Chip McDaniel MDF'd this. So we even lost ground on Sunday when we, I think we were hovering near the cut line, and then to only have 3 guys on Sunday really put us in a bad spot. This lineup in general, you know, Luke List missing the cut at 24.4%. You probably can't be too upset about that. He was a good play. A quarter of the field went down with him. Like, he missed the cut. Fine. He was 1 under and just ejected for an 80 on Friday. Whatever. The other missed cut was Billy Horschel, who again, like literally, these two guys, Billy Horschel's missed cut streak was like a year long. So again, a 20% owned guy who misses the cut. Maybe I'm the idiot. I don't know, but the rest of us are idiots too if that's the case. What I like about this lineup is, first of all, Kokrak just continues to freaking dominate, man. His weekend was 7 under, 4 under, ends up T7, gets you 97 points, but got everybody those points, 35% of us. Juice Luton, outside of Sunday, played really well. I was okay with this as a play at 15%. Aaron Baddeley, same thing. I was kind of okay with. I liked Chip McDaniel. This was such a weak field. The approach that we took was, as always, it was kind of a little bit more balanced. We didn't have any of the top guys. We didn't have Kuchar. We didn't have Ricky. Chip McDaniel getting through, I thought, was a really big win. Right? He was min-priced or near min-priced. For him to get you 44 points, unfortunately, he MDF'd it, and probably could have gotten you another 15 or 20 points on Sunday, something like that, if everything kind of shakes out. So for him to miss the cut, or MDF it, hurt a little bit, but he was 5% owned, which was actually way more than I thought he was going to be. Quickly, I've not looked at this yet. Here was the winning lineup. Winning lineup was Benny on 37%. That's a great play. I had him a lot of places. Abraham Answer T42, Glover T14, KH Lee T14. Wow. So I mean, this lineup did not even have let's see, 1, 2, 3. Well, it had a bunch of top 15s in it. Ryan Moore, Adam Schenk. This is a pretty strong lineup here. Nothing really too noteworthy to talk about. Just a very well constructed lineup on a week where you didn't need to have Fowler, you didn't need to have Kuchar. You're able to get there a lot of different ways with this weak field. So where does this put us? I think we were something like 49th last week. We dropped a few spots. We're in 56th, well within the top 100 or 125 that's going to make the playoffs. We are still 19th in segment 2, so we are well within it, with this week being the Masters, having this big lot of points coming our way. So who are we going to go with this week? And again, I have talked ad nauseum about some of my plays, and this is what I ended up on as kind of my cash play and the play that I'm going to run out in the GC Cup. So starting at the top with Rose and Fowler. I think that's a pretty Fowler always pretty chalky. Rose probably medium. I don't know what to call it. It's like medium popular, right? Like I'd expect him to be like 15% in the Millie Maker, but I think putting those two guys together can be a little bit of a contrarian play, just a slight bit. Tony Finau, big time birdie maker. I'll take him. He'll be popular. Stenson, I'm hoping, is the cog here. Where Kuchar probably eats up a lot of the ownership at 7,800, I believe is what he's at, or 7,900. I'll pivot to Stenson in an attempt to be just a little bit different with a guy that I really, really like this week. Then you get Charles Howe and Siwoo Kim, who provide that salary cap relief 7,000 and 6,700. I got way more of Siwoo than I wanted this week, but he's only $6,700. He's great around the greens. He played well last week. I'm hoping he can continue to keep it going. And then Charles Howell, just super solid. To me, like if you just said, hey, Charles Howell finishes T18, are you happy? Like, do you want to take that right now? I'd be like, yeah, probably, right? Like, that's kind of what I expect out of him. Don't need him to win this thing. Just don't finish, 50th or miss the cut by any stretch. So we are well within this thing. It's a major week, so I believe it's 600 points instead of the normal 500 that need to be distributed for the GC Cup. It has been a hell of a week talking to you guys. If you've made it this far and watched all the videos, much appreciated. Hoping that we have a lot to celebrate on Sunday. I will talk to you soon. Best of luck. See ya.